Disclaimer, don't like take our answers into your like this is the only way to get into college, because this is our experiences. Like, we are very different people. You have your own personality, you have your own, you know, way. So this is just our sad success story. So what else?
How did you start writing your like story를 어떻게
뭐에
정했어?
대해서
나 진짜 like the first one I wrote was really emo. Like 존나, it was really depressing. 존나 depressing 있었어. I was like, 나 이거 읽고 I'm like, this isn't me. Like this, I don't talk like this. Like I don't think like
너무
this.
시니컬하게 와요.
맞아, 나도.
쓰다 보면은.
나 완전 it's like it seemed like I had like an existential crisis at the age of 16.
맞아,
and I was like,
맞아,
that
맞아.
didn't happen. Like 진짜, it was really emo. So I like scrapped that, and the way that I wrote my final one was I was thinking like, what do I want colleges to know about me? Like, what characteristics do I want to show? So I was like, I want to show them that I'm a leader. I want to show them that I'm empathetic. I want to show them
Pathetic?
that no, empathetic.
You said pathetic.
Empathetic.
roll.
Like slow mo. Pathetic.
아 깜짝이야.
Empathetic. And then I also wanted to show that I was like, I can think on my feet and like things like that. So I compiled all of those characteristics. And I thought like, what moment in my life like showcased like when I was like all of these things at once. And I chose like a moment from theater, which is something that I'm really passionate about. And like at first I was really hesitant because a lot of people were like, don't write about your activities. Like they don't want to hear about that. Like they don't want to hear about what you've done. Like because it's gonna show in your resume and when you like write your Common App and like fill in all like the extracurriculars and things like that. But I think if you're able to craft like a moment from like an extracurricular that you've like been a part of and like make it something very meaningful, I think it's a lot better than trying to make something small like a trip to E-Mart or like a night at a cafe or something like that. Like trying to make that into something that it isn't. I think making something that you're passionate about and that was meaningful to you, like something more than or like what it is a lot better. I don't know if that makes sense.
너네는 뭐 해야 돼?
얘는
I have
Switzerland.
아, 너
I
스스로.
have that, but I also wrote one essay about 고기 굽는 거.
But like, you're sick? Yeah.
which didn't really it didn't get me accepted, but it was an essay about like, because since a young age I was always the person that like 고기 구워 with my friends or just my family, and then I wrote I like
아 진짜?
나도
아
잘
나중에 고깃집 가자.
I twisted that into like it being I have like I don't remember what I wrote.
No, you were like, I don't remember the prompt, but it was like 고기 굽는 거. And then you were like, you tied that into you like making people happy.
맞아. 그래서
And then you tied that to filmmaking because that makes people happy.
아니 왜 얘가 설명해주고 있는 거야?
I edited it.
거의 얘가 쓴 것처럼. Was this a supplement?
되게 좋다. 되게 좋은 아이디어.
I know someone who wrote about 떡볶이.
예진.
Yeah,
She was in our session.
맞아. She tells everyone. Like, 난 떡볶이에 대해서 썼어. I'm like, 알겠다고.
들어가도 되는 거?
나 예진. 넌 what did you write about?
나는 I wanted to make my essay a little bit 정말
병맛?
좀 재밌게 좀 보면서 약간 막 좀 웃기네 약간 좀 웃기네 약간 이런 걸 보여주고 싶어. I like making people laugh. So Parks and Rec 알아? 내가 Parks and Rec에서 캐릭터들이랑 내가 그 쇼 되게 좋아한단 말이야. 그 캐릭터 몇 명이랑 내 성격이랑 패러러가 어떤 면이 있는지 이런 식으로 썼어.
오, 괜찮다.
좀 웃기려고 노력을 했는데 근데 잘 전달이 됐을지는 모르겠지만
잘 전달됐을 거야. 지금 저저
아는데 아무튼 그래서 그때 한창 그 쇼에 꽂혀 있었기 때문에 좀 왜냐면 it's like 약간 dry humor이잖아. mockumentary style. 그러니까 그런 것들을 좀 보여주고 싶었어.
Don't you also have to write about like a time when you cooperated with someone?
Oh yeah.
John talking.
The teamwork.
그거는 못 써냐.
I was like, what the hell is this? What the fuck? 이런
준이가 있어야 되는데 준이 is part of the story.
So, really?
나 띠를 나는 그 뒤에서 스테이지 테크 같은 거.
나도 스테이지 매니저였어.
맞다. 맞아. 근데 그거 할 때 생각보다 막 큐 같은 거 맞추고
맞아, 맞아.
힘들고 근데 막
진짜.
그치. 근데 쌤은 우리가 할 줄 알아. 할 줄 아는 줄 알아. 하나도 안 도와주고 혼내 못하면. 그래서 그럴 때
너네 쌤좀
Can't relate. Jenny can't relate.
난
나
그거를 relate 못해.
쌤은 좋지.
개 좋아.
엄마야,
여자 쌤?
엄마.
응.
파이어.
아
맞다.
개 좋아 진짜. 키고 하나하나 다 해줘.
우리 쌤은 내가 지금 하이스쿨 있을 때 벌써 4번이나 3번이나 바뀌었을 뿐만 아니라 honestly 다 좀
한국말로 해야 돼 이거.
좀 같은 거야. 그래서
이거 썸타이로 쓰면 안 된다.
그래서 그럴 때 어떻게 힘들었고 준이랑 나랑 선생님이랑 어떻게 서로의 차이를 설명하면서 극복했는지 나 그렇게 썼는데 it was kind of shit honestly. 난 내가 붙을 줄 몰랐어 진짜. 그러니까 왜냐면은 그게 나 약간 어디서 커피한 거였었거든. Like, I think it was like UC 막 prompt였나? 어디서 그냥 잘라서 it was like a pretty short prompt too. 그래서 막 대충 막 컷해가지고 그냥 냈어. 나는 안 붙을 줄 알고.
그래 됐네요.
뭐냐? There's like prompts for schools that like there's the obviously like why our school
Yeah.
essay. There's like why major. For me, I had some schools that required like collaborative.
그런 거 진짜 자주 나.
Where like talk about a collaborative effort that succeeded, talk about a collaborative effort that failed. There's also
There's also like I think there's like a maybe it was just for the schools that I applied to, but also like what you could like talk about like your background or something.
Where
like,
you come from.
Oh, where you
맞아,
come
맞아,
from,
맞아.
you don't go. And then like some people don't they don't talk about like where they're actually from, but they talk about like something they make it like a different meaning. Like 그런 거, yeah. So like they're like where do you come from? Like 그런
Yeah, it doesn't mean that like I'm from Seoul. 이렇게
Yeah.
쓰라는 게 아니고
맞아.
그러는 게 아니고 a lot of us like 다 여기서만 사는 분도 많고 하니까 딴 거를 찾아야 돼.
맞아.
막 middle class Korean 이런 걸로
그러지
쓰면은
말라고.
that's like 완전 많으니까.
맞아.
Like,
You have to find like a
highly
different
to
community.
rejection.
맞아. It's like I come from like a band of musicians. Like you don't like 좀
그런 거
like
약간.
특이하게 like I identify with them. Like 이렇게
Yeah, those prompts are like a chance to
really
expand on, elaborate on like one of your extracurriculars.
Yeah.
I'm looking through my essay.
진짜 prompt는 진짜 해석이야. Like as long as you can like figure out what they want from you. Like don't take prompts literally. And unless
맞아.
it's like the why our school, like why major ones, like don't take them literally because those are like opportunities for you to show like your different colors and show how creative you can be.
Yeah, prompt 열심히 읽으세요.
맞아.
Prompt first sentence만 읽고 쓰기 시작하면은 yeah.
Did anyone apply to Chicago?
나나.
난.
저 에세이 때문에 안 했어.
나도 I was like 네.
이거 봤어? Like,
이번 했고? Like for next year?
아니 그러니까
For our year?
그때 무슨 막 it was like there's like a tree.
맞아. 편지 쓰는 거.
근데 그걸 써보라 그러질 않나. Like 에버였어.
It's really weird.
If you're like a super creative person, U Chicago is the
야. 난 아니야.
막 에세이 쓰는 게 재밌을 수도 있어.
맞아.
Think of something. 근데 I couldn't think of anything, so I was like, yeah, fuck it.
Also for like, I know that USC had this like part in the Common App where you have to write short answers, like 3 words to describe you, like your favorite snack, your hashtag, your favorite website,
맞아.
Your theme song.
your theme song, your like dream vacation. So like,
yeah.
just always check in the Common App to see if there's anything extra that you need to do.
예쁜 중에 오지는 거 있었어. 이 USC short answer.
이렇게 당황한 얼굴이.
Place your most content hero behind my camera.
오진.
But it didn't work. Now this is also a very important or like thing that a lot of people will be interested. Time management.
그건 나 몰라.
I have nothing to say.
I can't help.
There's GPA, SAT, extracurricular, and essay.
Are you skipping time management?
No, like time management.
GPA 뭐라고?
GPA, SAT, extracurricular, so like sports, music, theater, whatever, and essay.
그 중에서는 SATs like the least important. So don't like 여름 방학 때 if senior 올라간 여름 방학 때 SAT 못 끝냈으면 like don't spend all your time preparing for the SATs. 왜냐면 딴 게 더 중요하니까. 하고 GPA so important.
GPA is the most important in my
아,
opinion.
진짜로?
Like 제일
내
중요해.
생각엔
난 진짜 I think a reason that I got rejected from a few schools was because of my GPA.
나도 약간 이러시.
왜냐면
나는 SAT가 너무 낮아.
왜냐면 나는 다른 애들은 they're like 아 GPA 망했다고, but then like they're still happy with it because 걔는 upward curve이거든. 난 downward curve였어.
junior 때?
It's like 난 like I went from like really good grades to like 인간 to like 이건 좀 like 이건 좀 안 되는, and then senior year 때 that's why I like put a lot of extracurriculars so I could like raise it back up to like 완전 perfect, so I could show my like schools like why my regular schools at least like 난 정신 차렸어. Like I'm ready to go to like college. Like 난 정신 차렸어. So like yeah, I think GPA is really important.
Yeah, and then extracurriculars too. Like Jenny said, if you really want to raise your GPA, like laying off some not important extracurriculars, that might be an option. 근데 if you have like a few extracurriculars that really define you as an applicant, as who you are, 그거는 don't lay it off. Like keep
맞아.
going with it, because that also shows like your devotion and dedication to your activities.
맞아 맞아.
So extracurriculars and GPA, like try to find a way to do that and sleep. Some
나는 그냥 안
kids,
잤어.
oh sh. I need to sleep like
나도.
8 hours a day.
난 밤에 안 잤으면 수업에서 잤는데 시댕.
So like sleep.
나 학교에서 잤어.
나도.
나 그냥 학교에서 잤어.
Yeah, that 이게 나은
Don't-
것
don't be
같아.
like-
아니 이게 나은 것 같아.
listen to us. 우리는
아니
우리 말
근데
듣지 마.
진짜 너무 like 내 삶의 그 질이 좀 낮아진 느낌이었어. 집에서 못 자고 학교에서 자니까 되는 게 없는 거야.
맞아.
나같이 살지 마.
진짜.
수업 들어야 돼.
진짜. 뭐냐 학교에서 자잖아. 그럼 수업을 빠져. Like even if you're in class, like 수업 빠지는 거랑 비슷한 거잖아. 그래서 집에 가서 혼자 배워야 돼.
그러니까.
근데 집에 가서 혼자 배우자 그럼 또 밤새.
피곤해.
그럼 내일 또.
진짜
그냥
it's like
it's like a cycle. Like 진짜 don't do this.
Yeah.
So I want to add something about grades. Like when you apply early and you get like what is it deferred, some early schools are like, oh like raise your grades or like do well in school and then like we'll reconsider you in the regular route. Like 그렇게 말해. 근데 I know a lot of people where they got that letter, but they got their results in like finals week and then their grades were like not savable. Like they like couldn't save them. Like it couldn't like
They were
couldn't-
dead.
Yeah, they were dead. But it not as in like F dead, not like senior second semester dead. Like like
Senior second semester dead.
like B like 그 정도. Like, it's like not good enough for like the schools to be like yeah 얘 정신 차렸다. So throughout the entire first semester, like keep like make sure that your grades are like at a certain level where like when you get your like what is it like your early letter, and if you get deferred and they're like raise your grades, then you can still raise your grades in finals week. Like make that like have that cushion. 진짜 그거 없어서 like regular 떨어지는 애들 like I've seen a few.
그러니까 first semester까지는 정신 차려.
맞아 진짜.
그 다음에는 솔직히 나와도 돼. 그
맞아.
다음에는
그 다음엔
B
솔직히
마이너스까지 maybe. Second
B
semester.
마이너스는 좀 같다.
B까지.
B까지 괜찮아.
안 그러면 리슨 당해요. 조심 조심.
아 리슨까지는 아니고 academic probation.
Oh yeah, academic probation and then.
And then
straight
대학 가서
C면은-
줬댔잖아. 그러면 bye bye.
For like choosing like your extracurriculars to lay off, think of like when it's time for you to go do that extracurricular, if you're like 아씨 가기 싫은데 그러면 lay that off. 진짜 extracurricular 할 때 나 이제 축구하러 간다.
축구하는데 아무도 그런 거 없어.
근데 그거는 다른 케이스고 약간 막 봉사나 모든 거를 할 때 그래도 막 하고 싶은 마음이 있어야 그거를 꾸준히 해야지. 그걸 할 때 you need to feel happy that you're doing it. So
And like some prompts ask for you to like write about one of your extracurriculars. 근데 if you can't seem to come up with like a meaningful lesson or something from that extracurricular, then like fuck it.
의미 없어.
그럼 이제 this is the last question of general questions. And then there's like
와 잠깐 이게 general이야. 잠깐만.
다른 건 빨리.
야 우리
오케이,
밥을
빨리.
언제 먹어야?
Yeah, we got time. It's fine.
그럼 이거는 빨리 What was the most difficult part of the application? One word answer.